Fabi, first of all, I want to bring to you a statistic. You've never beaten Nepo in a classical game. Were you aware of that? That shocked us.
I didn't think about it, but it's not surprising. We drew a lot of games, and he beat me in Zagreb in 2019, and I think those were all... We drew 4 games in candidates, I think.
Yeah.
He beat me... I mean, in Zagreb, I was like completely winning. I suicided, which with the black pieces I was winning, and I just collapsed for no reason. And yeah, the rest were draws. A lot of fighting draws. Like the candidates were really sharp, two sharp draws.
Your initial feelings after this grinding victory?
Okay, I had nothing out of the opening. I mean, well, I thought he kind of got careless a little bit, and then I got careless. Like bishop c7 allows knight a4. I mean, before bishop c7 it's equal, but then he allows knight a4. And right after I played knight e2, I was like, why didn't I play knight a4? And I have a very pleasant position. And okay, then it was equal again. Like, for a long time we were just playing instantly and nothing was happening. I mean,
were you harboring any hopes at this point? Like, who was playing for a victory? Were you guys just trying to like find a repetition? What was the...
Basically, if he had played king g8 here, I was actually going to play king g1. I didn't see... Then he...
So this was the repetition?
Yeah, I didn't really see like what to do. But then he put his king on e7. And I don't know why, but it made me, like, it doesn't change anything, but it made me like a little bit more optimistic. And then I saw this knight c2 maneuver, and I was like, oh, okay. Like, my queen's getting in. I mean, obviously it changes nothing. The position is equal no matter what, even if my queen is in. But if I get queen e5, knight d4, then it looks a little bit more pleasant for white. And then he played knight e4.
Then he played this move, knight to e4.
Yeah, I was happy because I could never risk this position. I mean, it's of course a draw.
Yeah.
But if I don't trade queens, then I absolutely never risk. Okay, trading queens can get dangerous because my queen side is vulnerable. And yeah, then when he played here, I actually saw this line up to queen c2 when I played queen e2, because I thought queen c3 is supernatural.
At this point, right?
I thought it's supernatural, and I basically saw that here he's sort of, like, it's very normal what he's doing.
Yeah.
It all looks very logical, and I saw his position, and it looked like I'm making progress. Although first I thought that queen c5 was a draw, based on this, and then I saw this very nice queen h7. Because if I trade queens, then I don't think I have any winning chances.
You mean with queen d4, or?
Well, for example, queen d4, queen d5, take. I don't believe that this position I have any winning chances, because this king gets in very quickly. But I saw his queen h7, it looked very interesting. And then I thought he would play b5, and I kind of thought that it's a draw somehow here. But I still thought it's more pleasant for me. Here I was already thinking, like, it is a kind of borderline winning, because, I mean, I thought maybe it's a draw here. I didn't see like all the details. I was surprised by queen a2. I thought queen c2. But then I saw something here which made me happy.
Did you feel like he relaxed prematurely? I mean, the position was equal out of the opening. It felt like it was equal throughout the middle game, and then he started playing these dubious moves, especially f5.
Yeah, it was... Well, already he was gaining difficulties, so normally you shouldn't get into a situation where...
So you were feeling the pressure was getting to him at this point, right?
I mean, at this point, first of all, he looked unhappy after queen c2. And he has no like clear path to a draw. I mean, it's probably a draw, but he might have to defend 4 against 3 with queen and knight against queen bishop. That's not very pleasant. At least he has to like calculate everything. It's not an easy defensive task, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was surprised by queen a2, but then he found this absolutely brilliant resource, king h8. I hadn't seen it. I thought the game was over. I was like waiting more or less, because if he takes. Okay, I take both pawns, and that's what I want, because then he can't pin my knight anymore. Or he can pin it, but I can always break it. After king h8, I was like, first I thought queen c5 must be winning, but then bishop b3, queen f8, he has this bishop g8. And I thought maybe this is winning, but I couldn't quite see it. And I was trying all sorts of moves here. Like, I literally was thinking about every possible queen move, like queen c3 even, bishop c4, and king g1, for example. It was like part of my thought process. Yeah. Because if my knight gets to d4, like, and I win the f5 pawn, then he just collapses. Like, let's say this type of position, or here, yeah, let's say queen g8, queen f5. I mean, the problem is that he's going to lose his e-pawn.
Is hanging, yeah.
But I saw something that bothered me, and then I spent like all my time, and I played this, okay, I repeated once, I played this thing which really worried me because I'm pinned, and I saw like some g5 stuff, but then I thought, okay, g5 I take, and king e1, and queen d2, and somehow I free myself. And I mean, even up to the end, I was like very, very confused with everything. Yeah, I mean, here I was like, okay.
But once you got the knight to d4, everything seems secure, right? Your
Yeah.
king seems secure. You're
But
not getting
still-
pinned anymore.
Still, with 1 minute, I'm not like super confident, of course. And then queen d3, I mean, it's very interesting try, but I'm lucky I have bishop queen c1. I mean, also probably knight c6 is winning, but yeah, it's like you have to kind of keep working for it. It's winning, but you know, with 1 minute, anything can happen. But yeah, once I saw his queen c1, I was very happy because I win the bishop.
Fabi, back-to-back victories with the white pieces. You made the best possible outcome whenever you have the white pieces happen. How do you feel about your performance up to this point, and what's the strategy for tomorrow against a more or less struggling player, Duda, with the black pieces?
Okay, this is a very, very important game. It's really satisfying, also because, I mean, Jan just played a World Championship match, and I didn't achieve anything from the opening, but still I was outplaying him. So it's very satisfying. Still, of course, I mean, the tournament situation is good, but still early. And yeah, due to with black, I am quite tired, so I do want to recover some energy before the game tomorrow.